Jaleesa, what's up, girl? She said, I'm so happy and grateful for power. So happy and grateful now. Everyone has a breakthrough today. Come on. Kira says, happy and grateful for learning this skill set. Gerald, what's going on, bro? I'm so happy and grateful now for the blessing of waking up, family, and access to information that could change lives. Come on. Come on. Happy and grateful for new members. Let's go. Gloria says, I'm happy and grateful for learning so much in this business. I'm happy for all the newcomers and all for those who see the vision. Don't give up. Come on. Miss Mahogany, what's up, girl? I'm so happy and grateful for life, peace, joy, and new rich friends on this journey. Amen to that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got something really, really good for you. I want you to write down on your paper. All right, write down on your paper. You can't escape the work. You can't escape the work, right? If you run away from the work, you're running away from your breakthrough. Right? If you run away from the work, you're running away from your breakthrough. You're running away from your freedom, right? I don't know if you guys know the story, but I'll go over it briefly. Christopher Terry, God bless Mr. Christopher Terry and his beautiful wife, Miss Isis Delatorre, for the path that they have given us, the solution that they have provided us with. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. But you know, the company started July 4th, 2013. July 4th, 2013. And 2 years prior to this company starting, Chris Terry told the story. Him and his wife retired, made all kinds of money, 9-figure trader at that point. And this was what, 2011 to 2013-ish? They're good. They're traveling the world. And Chris, he said, after a while, having it all gets boring. Having it all ain't enough. He said he started waking up unfulfilled. What do you do when you have it all and you can buy whatever you want? What comes after that? Have you ever really thought about it? Right? This company was birthed out of boredom. He was bored. I want y'all to understand how powerful that is. This company was birthed out of boredom. He didn't have a vision. He didn't have a vision. He didn't have a heading, a direction in life anymore. You got all the money in the world. Bryce Thompson talked about it. Right? With Instagram Live I was watching of his, he said, I mean, you get to a point where you've driven everything you've ever wanted to drive. Okay, you got the Lambo truck. Okay. Right? You get to a place, $1 million a month, y'all, at 24 years old. You can have whatever you want. Anything. Right? And you get to a point where driving the Porsche feels just like driving a Lambo. Driving a McLaren feels just like driving a Ghost. Ghost Phantom, for those of y'all who don't know. What's after that? Back in 2008, when the financial market crashed, it started in 2007, went into 2008. I remember billionaires jumping off of buildings, like literally committing suicide, like several around the world. And I could not understand at that point why somebody with that much money would just kill themselves. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. Billionaires. Again, people who could buy whatever they want, anything, just end it. because their net worth went down. Think about it. What's after this? What's after you get everything you've ever dreamed of? Write this down. Uninspired people won't move their life towards their calling, which will make them feel unfulfilled. And unfulfilled people aren't living, they're existing. Come on, write that down. Uninspired people won't move their life towards their calling, which will make them feel unfulfilled. And unfulfilled people aren't living, they're existing. Now, am I saying if you don't have money, you're unfulfilled? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for 99% of people on planet Earth, you need money to live out your purpose. Without money, it's extremely hard to get things done. And that's just the truth. Right? Inspiration is not hot and cold like motivation. It's not. People who wait for motivation to take action need a temporary reason, a small flame of excitement to move towards their purpose. And that movement only lasts a short period of time. We see it all the time. That's why people join the business, all excited. I'm going chairman. 90 days later, they're gone. It happens all the time. Short-sighted people, uninspired people, people who weren't clear about their 5 reasons why. It's not hurting us. It's hurting that person who comes into this organization, comes into this information, knows that it's possible to make any number you can imagine in a day, and then still quit. That's why I said, making money ain't the goal. I can count, it's countless amounts of people who came, made money, and quit. It don't, like, making money is not the goal. Gaining the skill is the goal. Getting to the point of mastery is the goal. Getting to the point where trading is boring is the goal. Where you know what you're doing, you can take a trade and make $1,000 whenever you want to. It gets boring, I'm telling y'all. That's why we're talking about uninspired people, unfulfilled people. Inspired people have found a forest fire of extreme excitement that will remain lit because their purpose is driving their action. I'm gonna say it one more time. Inspired people have found the forest fire of extreme excitement that will remain lit because their purpose is driving their action. With motivation, it's a temporal reason that causes the action. With inspiration, action takes place because the purpose is strong enough to drive it. See, all I got to do is look at my wife in the eyes, and I get inspired. All I got to do is see my kids smile, and I get inspired. All I got to do is think about, I can't buy my wife whatever she wants yet, and I get inspired. All I got to think about is the people on the team, other people's 5 reasons why, and I get inspired. All I got to think, it's real simple. It don't take much with me. It don't take much with me. If I think long enough, I'm gonna cry. And that's real. Like, I'm getting emotional right now just talking about it. It don't take much with me. It's not fake for me. What will you do when you could buy anything you want? What will motivate you to keep getting up in the morning? That's why this company exists, because Christopher Terry was uninspired and unfulfilled. And he got a vision bigger than himself, and that's how this company was birthed. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. Because somebody who could buy whatever they want figured out that the money ain't everything. You need it. You absolutely need it. But once you got it, then what? Why is it that chairmen work harder than everyone else when they don't have to anymore? I mean, disgusting work ethic. I mean, when I see Gary McSween's face, it makes me want to go work. If you don't know who Gary McSween is, yo, his story is so crazy. Like, that's why you got to know the stories of people. You got to know people's stories. That's what you think about on those days where you don't know if you want to keep going. When I think about the fact that Gary McSween, first of all, he comes from Trinidad and Tobago. Gary McSween started this business borrowing the money to get started, but he had a burning desire to win. He was inspired. He saw the vision. Broke as the 10 Commandments on the side of Mount Sinai. Telling you, right? Chairman 25 in 5 weeks. Chairman 25 in 5 weeks after he got started. Right now, sitting at Chairman 100, $100,000 a month. How do you go from broke to $25,000 a month? Clear vision, burning desire, inspiration. Not motivation, inspiration. Sorry. Listen, Jason Brown, Matthew Rosa, making over $1 million a month. Jason Brown was a broke club promoter, party promoter. Matthew Rosa, he'll tell you himself. He said, I was a complete degenerate when I was a party animal at one point in my life, had no direction. Those two men making over $1 million a month. Gary Roberts. Have you ever heard him tell his story? Gary Roberts started out like everybody on this webinar at the back of the room, right? The back of the Zoom, just a name on the Zoom. That's it. Completely changed his life. David Imonitier started out on his dad's twin bed. Now at $4 million a day, $1 million a month residually. Justin Owens, China Bethlehem, Joel Tankard, Paris Simmons, Jaleesa Yancey, Stevenson Lindor, Meg Raquel. Like I can go on, and I know so many stories. Over the last 4 years, that's all I've done is collect stories. I don't need to look at a note. I know people's stories. I know where people come from. I know what they went through to get to where they are, and I can appreciate the grind. You can't escape the work, y'all. It's not about the money. It's about what you can do with the money. It's about the experiences. It's about your contribution to the betterment of someone else's life. If you stop focusing so much on hitting ranks and start focusing on helping somebody, you will hit ranks. It's real simple. If you start speaking with passion, speaking like you believe in what you're doing, people will believe you. Right? The only thing that separates a chairman from anybody else is they believe strong enough and long enough to see it happen. And what I want y'all to understand is this is the reason why billionaires give out so much money, because otherwise their entire life was a waste. You spend your whole life working for paper and you don't use it to improve somebody else's life. They amass all this wealth and use none of it to leave the world a better place than they found it. That's a waste of a life. That's the waste of a life. You putting all this time and effort into making this money, but you ain't helped nobody along the way. See how you feel when you see how you feel when you master trading. If you don't actually help somebody along the way. The feeling that my wife and I get knowing that we've done something, we've made an impact that has changed lives around the world, is worth more than money. I can go to sleep at night knowing that I didn't have to scam, I didn't have to do anything unethical, and somebody's life was better. Somebody's life was made better because of something that I believed in and actually applied myself to and did. And it's not about the like only it's not about being the best trader in the world. It's not. It's about sharing the opportunity for somebody to have more. Helping people understand there's a better way. You don't have to work like a slave. So I said all of that to ask these few questions. Why are you working? Why are you working? What is it all for? Right? And it don't matter what country you're in listening to this from. It doesn't matter what your current circumstances look like. You got to understand you can overcome them. So I'm not talking about your present. I'm talking about the path that you're traveling down. The hours that you're putting in to learn this skill. The conversations that you're having with people. And I understand, y'all, there's a lot of uninspired people out there. There's a lot of people who have yet not figured out the system that they live in. Like, how disrespectful is it to exchange an hour of your life for only $10? What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Right? It's so much more. There's so much more available. If you work, right? If you weren't here with this platform, right? If you weren't here with this platform doing this work, would any other work you could do have the potential to pay you what this work that we do can pay you? What other activity can I think I saw Jaleesa. She said I made $25 in like 60 seconds. Y'all, y'all don't understand how hard we used to work. Jaleesa said she was in fast food. I was too. Do you know how much work you had to do for that little $8 an hour? And she made $25 in 60 seconds. Javon hitting $100 trades in 60 seconds. That's life changing. People taking trades, hitting $900 in a day. That's life changing. That's why the proper perspective is so important. Y'all people on this webinar that are complaining about your little $10 trades, $15 trades, you look at somebody else's testimony and then what's wrong with me? Why am I not? You don't understand this thing yet. We are printing money from our phone. That's a big deal. Taking a $100 account to $250, you just flipped your account over 100%. Do you understand that banks are only paying 0.001% on the money in the bank? in a year, and you flipping $100 accounts, any growth on a $100 account, it's a big deal. Listen, y'all, you can't escape the work. You are going to work during this life. You can't escape it. And even when you make it, you still won't be able to escape the work, because even if you spend your time traveling the beaches of the world, going anywhere you want, doing whatever you want, listen, the feeling of buying your dream car, when you first do it, it probably will last like a month. And then you got whatever money you want, you see another car you like, you buy that. The feeling lasts less time than that, maybe 2 weeks. Every time when you get the money that you really desire and you buy whatever you want, every single time, the feeling leaves faster and faster. You want it, you have it. And then that newness wears off. And then you'll start realizing money ain't everything. I get more joy out of helping other people along the way. That's why you got to embrace the path. If you're not having fun, you're doing this wrong. If building this business is stressful for you, you're not doing it right. This is literally fun to me. This ain't work to me. I get to wake up every day and find people to really help understand that, yo, you don't have to work forever. I prayed for days like I'm living right now. I might not be exactly where I want to be, but I remember having to get up on a Sunday morning and go to work and feeling so mad because I wanted to go to church. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember the feeling, how tired I was after working 3 jobs. I remember yearning to be able to stay in the bed till 10 o'clock in the morning. You better enjoy the path. You better enjoy the path, enjoy the process. Stop looking at this, talking to other people about this business like it's a chore. It's so much bigger. We are reuniting mothers with their children. People who had to put their kids in daycare 6 days a week. I just saw on the news, they arrested this lady, her 10-year-old and her 2-year-old. She left them in a hotel while she went to work. And now they threaten to take her kids from her. She's just trying to provide. Y'all, we got to get people this skill. If she knew about trading, you think she wouldn't? Now her babies, she at risk of losing her kids because she's trying to provide as a single mom? What part of the game is that? Y'all, this is so much bigger than just recruiting. There's another mother somewhere out there doing the same exact thing right now. And we got to show them, yo, you can make money from your phone. Exactly, Jasmine. She just need a chance. That lady just needs some compassion. She was just trying to provide for her babies. It's people out here really struggling, and they just need something. They need somebody genuine, somebody not going to flash some money in their face, not going to just throw a screenshot in their inbox. They need somebody that's going to be real with them. The posting screenshots on social media don't work. After a while, it stopped working, y'all. Everybody do that. How are you coming? How are you going to separate yourself from everybody else? What type of value are you adding? What do you teach? What are you giving people? What are you helping people think about? How are you switching somebody's perspective? Listen, you can't escape the work. You're going to work. You're going to work for an hourly wage. or you're going to help people. You want to talk to people about this organization, about this business. You're going to put some time in on these charts. And if you thought that this thing was just about making money, you thought wrong. You won't last. If the only reason you here is because I'm just here because I want to learn how to trade, well, I hope you understand that this thing is about mastery. It's not just about making money. Because you can make $1,000 real fast. What if you don't have the discipline to keep it? That's why I talk so much about discipline on the trading side, because it's not just about making money. Anybody can take a trade and make 1,000. Anybody can take a trade and make 500. Can you keep it? Do you have the discipline, the patience to keep it? You're gonna do work. I don't even consider this work. Like, really, let's think about it. What do we really do? Read some slides a few times a week? Have a few conversations with somebody about how trading works? Maybe deal with some people telling us no. Does that hurt your feelings, really? You hear no? Come on, y'all. People gonna say no, so what? We still know how to make money. But it's not about the people who saying no, it's about finding the ones who are waiting for somebody to show them, yo, this is real. This is about finding the yeses, the purpose-driven people. The purpose-driven people. The people like me that was at the front desk of hotels wondering, how do people really make money, man? How am I gonna get out of here? How am I gonna get out of here? Working overtime, being unappreciated, coming in early, leaving late, being talked to any type of way by a manager. There's people out there that's hungry. There's 7 billion people on planet Earth. All you need is a few who get it. That's it. That's the work that we do. All we doing is waking people up. Yo, you can make money from your phone. And it's real. That's the work that we do. Showing up to some Zooms, clicking a button, really listening to some motivation, right? Some education about how money really works. Listening to the thought leaders in the world, like Bob Proctor, consistently listening to some audios instead of turning the radio on in the car. Being consistent, being diligent about feeding your mind the right material. Really? That's the work you're trying to get away from? Any job, anybody, anybody on this call who has a job, you know whatever you do is harder than doing this. You know, deep down in your heart, you know whatever you're doing on your job is harder than doing this. If I say right now, how many people on this call want $100,000 a month? How many people on this call want $10,000 a month? How many people on this call want $5,000 a month? Everybody want it. Why are you running away from the work? You want it, but want ain't enough. You actually got to make a commitment. Make a commitment to this work. Make a commitment to this work, because this work is noble. This work is honorable. This work is changing lives around the world. It's so much bigger than just recruiting, y'all. When you really understand that this thing is about impact, lives changed, you'll enjoy this process. You'll enjoy the growing. You'll enjoy mastering these skills, the prospecting, the presenting, the promoting. You'll enjoy giving an effective presentation and making it better. I told y'all over the last 4 years, I probably only given 3 presentations that I felt were perfect. I mess up every single time. I stumble across my words. Y'all, it's not as deep as y'all making it. It's not. Just read the dang slides and have new people to hear it every day. That's it. Read the slides to a few people a day. Right? Inviting people to the webinar is cool and it's important. But when you start taking ownership of your business, when you start treating this like a business and you don't need a Charles Dyson or a Paris Simmons or a Jaleesa Yancey or Javon Hutchinson or Jasmina Hollis, if you don't need nobody to do the presentation for you, you don't need a Bev Courser, you don't need anybody to do the presentation for you, and you can just pull up the slides and do a presentation whenever you want to, your income, it skyrockets because you can move as fast as you want. When you start treating this like a business, it's going to start paying you like a business. It's that simple. So y'all don't run away from this work because you're running away literally from your breakthrough. Like I said, when it comes to learning the skill, when it comes to learning how to trade, you're going to it takes time to master it. Stevenson, at the time when I heard him say this, Stevenson had been a profitable 6-figure, 7-figure trader for 7 years. And at that point, it was 2018. He said, I'm still not a master trader. I said, wait a minute. This dude is up 7 figures in his trade account and he still said he ain't no master trader. It takes time to master this thing. Can I just help y'all understand? Mastering trading is a lifelong endeavor. This is a skill. It's like being a doctor. You think doctors, like after they give their first successful surgery, I've arrived. The person I operated on, he didn't die. I know what I'm doing now. It's not how it works. They got to consistently get better. Any skill, being a mechanic, you still got to get better. This ain't no different. You got to get better. And you make money along the way. Making money ain't the goal, though. If making money for you is the goal, you're going to be out of here real soon. If the only reason you're here is only to make money, chances are you're not going to be here. You're not going to last because you have not understood yet what trading is all about. It's mental. It's way bigger than just making money. When you want to get to a place of mastery, that takes time. This compensation plan, 90 days to change your life if you take it serious. You'll get to those 5 reasons why a lot faster when you make the decision to build this business. Can y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? Don't run away from this work. Don't run away from this work, man. Don't run away from this work. And here's the thing. How about y'all take this information I just gave y'all and go disseminate the information? Everything I just taught you right now, you can go teach somebody else. You can go inspire somebody else into the business. You can show people, right? You can educate them about what they're doing with their time. Like, do you know when you're going to be able to retire? Many people don't. They just going to work. Do you feel me? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Take this information and spread it because people need it. And I'm telling you, every walk of life, everybody needs it. I ain't going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But Gary Roberts, his previous life, everybody needs this, y'all. His previous profession, on the streets, everybody needs this, y'all. Everybody needs this. People in the street, the people working jobs, everybody needs this. So deliver the message, y'all. Put the work in. Deliver the message. Deliver the message. We have a very powerful message. Deliver the message. Everybody needs what we have. So don't escape the work. Don't run away from the work. Embrace the work. Embrace the path. Embrace the journey. Because when you start embracing it, it becomes way more fun, and you start understanding like you're on your path to getting everything you've ever wanted. And once you have the money to buy whatever you want, it has to be something more after that. It has to be something bigger after that. You know why chairmen are going so hard? Because all the people that helped them make that residual income, now they're trying to pull people up with them. They're trying to get other people free. That's why chairmen work harder than platinum 150s, because they understand. We understand, right? We understand. 99% of the chairmen in this company didn't come from money. They worked, they got their first taste of money here. And when you get to the other side of money, you start understanding like everybody needs this. That's why we go so hard. So if you want to be a chairman, work like a chairman. Don't run away from the work. Do it. Lean into it. Justin Owens, 4 to 6 presentations a week. He said that's a day's work. Y'all not ready for that conversation though. Let's just get the 4 to 6 a week consistently so we can get you to 4 to 6 a day. And you then understand what that Chairman 100 is all about. 4 to 6 presentations a week, that's $10,000 a month. 4 to 6 presentations a day, that's $100,000 a month. Let me get off of here. Javon,